Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex here, and today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends X-Men Wave 1 Wolverine. This is part of the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. He comes with the head. He also comes with what you see here, and also another set of hands, which are just basically fist, where he doesn't have the claws actually coming out. So this is obviously the way that I'm going to display him, because obviously Wolverine, I want him always attacking, always pissed off and stuff like that. But one of the cool things about this figure is the scale. As we all know, before Hugh Jackman came around, and that dude's like 6 something, Wolverine's always been known as one of these smaller characters. He's like, I forget exactly what it is, like 5'4", 5'6", or something like that. Very small. So whenever you start bringing in some of the other characters that are in this wave, so like Rogue, you can see even, female there, she is taller than Wolverine. You bring in Cable, which is just naturally kind of a taller dude anyway. We can get his foot to stand there. So he is much taller. And then one of the foes that we see Wolverine kind of face off with quite a few times. This is the Build-A-Figure that we'll take a look at on another day. But Juggernaut. So you can see that Wolverine's one of those smaller characters whenever he scales up to some of the other figures that are in this line, and just probably going to be in the X-Men waves, as far as scale goes anyway. So I actually like that. Keep it true to what he was supposed to be in the comics, and one of these smaller guys with just a lot of fight in him. But giving you guys a little 360 of him. This is my ideal Wolverine from the kind of Jim Lee design, X-Men, 90s cartoon. That's where, my love for X-Men really started, and that's what I really got into. So anything that looks like that 90s cartoon, I'm all into. So anyways, guy does have a little few different pieces of articulation, which we'll get into here in a bit. But I just wanted to kind of look overall at the kind of brown. Everything lines up really nice. Everything's clean. I don't see any brown on this kind of yellowish paint here. The same thing with the face sculpt here. You can see I like that just kind of smirk on it, or kind of sneer on his face. I think it looks good with the white coming over the eyes there. Everything stays in the line. You don't see any black getting onto the face or anything like that. And the eyes look good. The black's not bleeding into the yellow here or on the back. Everything looks lined up really good. So you can even see the black here as far as the trim goes on the boots. So the black going all the way down the line, going all the way back here, down here as well. So. And the red belt, it seems to have a little bit of movement there, as you can kind of see. So it's a little bit off-centered. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but that's the way it is on my figure. I could probably fix it and get it lined up correctly, but I think it's fine that way. So, and you can also see a little bit of kind of copper or gold for the belt buckle. Now, as far as articulation goes for him, the neck has a joint where it goes back and forth. And you also have the rotation here. You can see that these little things right here are kind of bent in. It was the way that it was put in the package. I've been trying to kind of bend them out a little bit, but not to where they're just exact points. So I think I kind of got them to where I like them, because they were all kind of curled up when I first took them out of the package. So it's just something to be aware of. The shoulders, they actually have another joint here to where it swings back and forth. So some of those kind of iconic poses to where he's kind of reaching back, you can pull those off a lot better. Obviously, you can still go in and out here at the shoulder and rotate as well. So it just helps out with the posing that you want to do that fits this character. So I'm glad they did that. You also have the rotation here in the bicep. The more than 90-degree bend here in the elbow. This obviously rotates and it goes left to right. You have the same thing over here, left to right, same articulation. Get the ab crunch. You have the rotation here at the waist. You have the legs going back and forth. The thigh cut here. And then you have the more than 90-degree bend at the knee. Another thing that he has articulation at that some don't, the boots actually are individually articulated, so those will rotate as well. The feet go up and down, and they go kind of side to side, left to right there. So a lot of poses you can do with this guy. One I kind of had him in earlier. I think I had them on bending on this knee, and then this one I just had all the way down and flat, to where I had like this back and kind of coming out this way. And because you can, bend the head up, so he'll do very well as far as posing on one knee, or you can have him looking down or at you, however you want. Just very, very good as far as articulation goes. I love, again, this shoulder piece, how it swings back and forth. This is the first time I've collected a wave of Marvel Legends figures. I'm usually just a DC guy, but I love the X-Men, or especially, like I said, from the 90s cartoon that Jim Lee designed. Those are the X-Men that I love. Any other takes on them, I'm just kind of like, whatever. But this is what I grew up to love, and this was the X-Men to me. So as soon as I saw this came out, I knew I had to get it. And Wave 2, it's gonna have that Cyclops Colossus. Man, those look so good as well. So, anyways, here's kind of my look at him. If you're also a fan of that, Fox Kids 90s X-Men cartoon, Jim Lee design, this is definitely a wave that you want to pick up, and especially a character like Wolverine. So very cool. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.